Hello and welcome to another edition of Hymns Avenue. I am your Boateng Gabriel, and today our hymn of focus is Old Rugged Cross. Our hymn of focus is Old Rugged Cross. This hymn was written by Bennard George, who was born into a modest family in Youngstown, Ohio in 1873. His father passed away shortly in his teen age, leaving this young man with a tremendous responsibility in the family. He was converted at the age of 22 by a meeting that he participated by the Salvation Army. He later became a Methodist evangelist. This hymn was written in the 1912 when George, who then an evangelist, was traveling through the Midwest. His message was severely rejected by the youth there and even ridiculed. So upon John's reflection of this attitude, he had a vision of Christ on the cross. The vision that he had Christ who was on the cross and he was bleeding. This hymn teaches us that the mockery, the rejection of the message of Christ didn't start yesterday. No, it's not starting in our time. Paul said, I am not ashamed of the gospel. Believers, we shouldn't be ashamed of the gospel. We should let the world know that even though they are rejecting the message of Christ, some people of old has already suffered this punishment. Some have already gone through this. Even some were even killed, even for the message of Christ. So our message being ridiculed, our message being rejected shouldn't kill the zeal that we have for God, but it's a sign that we are doing great for the kingdom. Christ and the cross. This hymn teaches about Christ and the cross. The cross was the most baddest and the heaviest punishment at the olden times. In those days in the Roman Empire, the worst criminal was treated by being hung on the cross. And Jesus being hung on the cross was a sign that he is taking our pain, he's taking our punishment, the punishment that you and I deserve. He's taking it all. Christ sacrificed himself. He was divine, he was God, but he descended so that for you and I would be saved. The message of the cross should be preached to all people in all areas of the earth, till all men come to know that except in Christ Jesus is salvation. We thank you for joining us this week. Let's join our brother Andy Owusu as he plays as the team. Thank you.